back.
Take 4.
Take 4.
Hello and welcome. My name is Michael Curtin, and today we'll be discussing why you should create and employ a digital media strategy. In a day and age where you can sell anything to anyone at any time, given any tools, it's very important to be able to maximize your audience and maximize your reach with the least amount of spend and the broadest amount of impact. So with that, what is a digital media strategy? A digital media strategy is a plan to maximize business benefits from technological assets and tech-driven initiatives. A successful digital team will have cross-collaboration between executive leadership, the marketing department, and the IT department. All of them need to work together to maximize and create the best strategy. In essence, you want to expose the correct information to the right audience in the smallest and shortest amount of time. That is what a good digital media strategy does. When broken down into 5 easy steps, it's a little easier to digest. The first one is just understanding who your buyer is. This has been said over and over. There's countless articles on this on the internet about what does your ideal buyer look like, how old are they, where do they shop, who are they friends with, what areas of town do they live in, all these different things. So first off, you need to understand and correctly identify who your target is and what that market looks like. Once you've identified the correct buyer, you need to set some realistic goals. So this means to sit down and look at a metric and tie it to a bottom line. So for example, a good marketing metric is revenue increase. So say for example, we would like a 20% increase in revenue. That might mean we need a 60 to 75% increase in leads coming into the business. So this is how specific you need to be when looking at, hey, what are we spending our ad dollars on? Where are they going? And simply put, what can we tie them back to that's easily measurable? So in order to make it easy to measure, you need something like HubSpot, which is an all-in-one CRM marketing platform, which gives you insight into all of your customers. You can backlog and build up profiles. Secondly, you want to evaluate your digital assets and create a plan. What channels have worked in the past that you've used before that you can continue using? What tools are new, as in the last 1 or 2 years, that you've looked at, analyzed, or used? And what are some of the tools that you can look forward to using in the next 1 to 3 years? That is what you need as a baseline. Moving on, what we want to do next is audit our owned content, our earned content, and our paid content campaigns. All 3 of those are important. Owned content is all of the content that you create via your social media, your website, all of your internal communication that you're showing outward. Second is your earned content, which is what GoPro uses, which is where the users consistently give back to the brand by uploading content, tagging them directly, and interacting with the brand in that way, creating almost a reward system when these users are highlighted back onto these brand social media pages or elsewhere. In regards to your earned media, look at what's online. Where are people mentioning you? Is it LinkedIn? Is it on an industry forum? Is it on Pinterest, Instagram? Like, look at where your mentions are and follow those leads, because that's where your people are most active, and that's where they're most actively reaching out to you to get interaction or to get something from you, because they took the time to do that content. So it's important for you to look to see where they are so that you can keep serving them and interacting with them there. And lastly, your paid media campaigns. So look at what are your profitable avenues, or what is looking like a profitable advertising platform. So whether that may be the bus stop billboards, whether that may be actual billboards, whether that may be email campaigns. With the paid media, you want to follow that data. Data is the most important asset, and it's important for you to gauge and understand what your customer is going through in regards to interacting with your product, whether it may be an ad, the website experience, a shopping experience, etc. After that, what you need to do is audit your current content. So take a look back and take a deep dive into it. Are the colors and the branding matching? Are the logos and everything cohesive? Is this something that looks professional from the outside from all assets? So these all create a subconscious branding experience for your customer. And lastly, you want to identify gaps in your content program. So if you have a lot of picture-driven content, you want to look at videos and creating maybe some tutorials, some walkthroughs, some how-tos. If you have a lot of those type of videos, maybe it's time to relook at what kind of pictures you have. So just creating a balance and understanding what's going to be most important to create a balanced plan for 2020. Another important thing is to create long and short-term goals for your content. So you can create things that can snowball and compound on other things based on how the year goes for you, based on the industry that you're in. So let me give you an example. In January, you might do a blog that you do once a week for the entire year. So starting in January, you'll be doing a weekly blog. In March, maybe you write an ebook and release that with paid promotion. In July, you might be preparing for your highest sales month, which might be the end of summer, and you can react and take a half-year look at what's working, what's not, make shifts based on new product releases, based on events that are happening, or based on promotions you're having. In September, maybe you focus on earned media and giving back with your customers and your clients and creating some giveaways. All of this will end up driving additional traffic to you and your sites and your products in the additional months leading up to the busiest months. That was a lot to go through, so let's tie it all back. First, number one, understand your buyer's persona. Number two, put one or more very specific marketing goals that are tied to a bottom line ROI with easy to understand and easy to track metrics. Number three, take an inventory of all of your media, all of your owned media, all of your earned media, and all of your paid media, and take a look and audit your current media and where you can make some gaps to make adjustments. And you need an owned content creation plan for yourself and for your team for the next 3, 6, 9, and 12 months to ensure that you have an idea of the media landscape ahead of you and are making the correct decisions. As always, none of this matters unless you take massive action. If you are a business owner and you need help expanding into new markets or just generally looking for growth, please do not hesitate to reach out, and thank you much for watching this video.